It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw here. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it's Wilson. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This is Hines, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. There's Wilson to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rosas' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Wilson here, pass caught by Carter. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll buy some time right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. This one caught by Crowder. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he will find his man on the outside. Well, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Good game to follow in the late afternoon window as well. One being in Atlanta, where it'll be the Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And he's been pretty good, and we see some of his good play, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit better right now. They're down.
He does look good in the spotlight, though, doesn't he? He does look good in the highlights, but that's not what truly matters. And right now, as a team, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to get back into the...
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, third and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julian Okwara drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And Davis has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Johnson takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he's got this down to the 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Steps away. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So give... There on the pitch and catch, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, for Kidder here, it's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end. Complete. First down now, but the clock continues. To move. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was